Today's topic is how to play guitar on a keyboard. So the first one is plucking, the second one is strumming, and third part is bending. I've seen most of the keyboard players, they just play. So it sounds perfectly like a keyboard player, because a guitarist will not play it like that. Hey guys, hope you all are doing really well. My name is Lionel and I'm your keyboard and piano teacher at Music Pandit, the best place to learn music online. Today's topic is how to play guitar on a keyboard. It is the most asked question on YouTube. So here I am doing this video. Now before I start this video, I have a small announcement to make, and that is we upload videos every week. So make sure you press that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on important content whatever we upload on this channel. So with that out of the way, let's start today's topic. To start today's topic, I will be playing one small demo so that you guys have a clear idea how a guitar sounds on a keyboard. So let me start with that. I hope you guys like this piece. So for you guys to understand this lesson in a better way, I have divided this video into 3 parts. So the first one is plucking, the second one is strumming, and third part is bending. Before starting this video, I have a small disclaimer to make, and that is this video is not for beginners. You need to have basic knowledge about advanced chords as well as scales. So keeping that in mind, let's begin this first topic, that is plucking. Before you start playing guitar on a keyboard, you need to keep some things in mind. And that is, first thing is, you need to think like a guitarist. You have to copy the feel of a guitarist, and you need to watch a guitarist carefully so that you can play like an authentic guitarist. The second thing is, the working principle of a guitar is completely different when it is compared to a keyboard. Now what is that? Take for example, if you're playing a C chord on a keyboard, it is just you're playing C, E, G. So this will be your chord, right? But on a guitar, it is not like that, because you have 6 strings and they can access octaves very easily. So when they play C chord, the C might be here, G will be here, E will be here. So it will be spread out at least for 1 or 2 octaves. So that's why guitar sounds richer than a keyboard. If a keyboard player plays C chord, it will sound like this. When a guitar player plays C chord, it will sound like this. Okay? So whenever you're translating a guitar chord to a keyboard, you need to see that you spread out at least for 1 or 2 octaves for it to make it sound really good. Okay? That is one way. Another way, the easiest way is always when you're playing a C major chord, don't play C major. Instead of that, play C suspended fourth. Okay, that is C, F and G. If you're playing D chord, play D suspended. If E chord, play E suspended. So for this example, I'm going to use E major chord. That's the standard tuning on a guitar. So when you're playing E chord on a guitar, it will sound like this, because you have your 6th string, which is very low, and then you have your another string, and then another one, and you have another E, that is your 1st string. So that's why the chord is spread out like this. So if a keyboard player plays E chord, just this. See, it doesn't sound like a guitar. But when a guitar plays E chord, it sounds like this. So now when you're plucking, okay, that is for chord playing. But when you're plucking, the guitarist will not play all the notes together. And they will not pluck it in this way as well. No, they will not do that. They will sound like this. So they sound like this when they play open strings. Keeping that in mind, let's play E chord, but we will not play it like this. We will make it suspended 4th. So it will be like this. Now for this example, I'm going to use Love Will Keep Us Alive from Eagles. Okay. So the chords are very simple here. What you have to do is E suspended 4th. Next is B7 suspended 4th. Next one is D chord, but with the E suspended 4th chord at the other end. And the last chord is E major. Okay. So I'll play all the chords together. But when I'm playing E chord, I will be playing A in my left hand. So this will be the plucking pattern. So what I'm playing here is E suspended chord. I'm just spreading it out and playing it. My next chord is B7 suspended 4th. Okay, but guitar will have more strings, so I have to spread it out. Next is D chord. And the last one is E chord. So the first plucking pattern is done. It's that easy. What you have to make is make these major chords to suspended chords and then just spread it out throughout the octave. So it sounds like this. That's how you can make a major chord to a suspended chord and play it like a plucking, and you will sound exactly like a guitar player. The next topic is strumming. So strumming is very easy. You have to follow the same principle what I talked about when I was explaining plucking. So here, take for example, we are using these chords. That is C chord, D minor chord, and G chord. Okay? Let's work out these 3 chords and let's see how we can change these chords to a strumming pattern for it to sound like a guitar. Now what you can do is, you can't play like this. Most of the keyboard players will play like this. No, this is a wrong way. What you need to do, you need to spread it out. Spread it out for at least 1, 2, or sometimes even 3 octaves. Choice is yours. So I'll play C here. Okay, let me tell you the chords first. That is, I'm playing C chord, D minor chord, and G chord. The rhythm what I'll use here is rumba. So for playing C chord, I will play C here and I will play C chord here. So this will be my first inversion of C. So for D, I will do the same thing. I'll play the octave here and D minor chord. And even for G, I will do the same thing and G chord here. Okay? So what you can do is, when you're playing C in your right hand, you can arpeggiate it. Do that same thing for D minor as well. Do the same thing for G. Or play G here. And back to C. Okay? So with the left hand, it will sound like this. So some of the gaps you can fill in with your thumb, that is this C. G minor, G, back to C. It's as simple as that. For you to make it more colorful, you can use this rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you can make normal chords, spread it out and convert it to a rhythm. That is, you can use it like a strumming pattern. Let's go to the next topic, that is bending. Now most of the guitarists, when they play a single note, they just don't hang around with just one note. They will do either, or they will just do some vibrato. They can do the same thing even with a chord. Or so these are the effects which will make you sound like a guitarist. Now I'll give you one small example that is wonderful tonight. I'm going to play that and just see me bending these notes. So let's begin. So this is a very simple tune. Now why I have taken this example is, I've seen most of the keyboard players, they just play. So it sounds perfectly like a keyboard player. Because a guitarist will not play it like that. He will either bend or he will do some kind of nuances which will sound like a guitar. So for you to sound like a guitarist, you need to bend some notes. So the easy technique is, you can either play a note and pull it backwards a little, or play a note, push it upwards. Okay? Now most of the time when the note is very sensitive, it won't be a wise idea to pull the note down. Okay? It's always better to push the note up. So that is, what you need to do is, you need to press the desired note. Now, see? So this is the landing note. So you can go. Otherwise, it doesn't sound good. So, do the same thing second time. Third time. You need to get that, what you call the minute control when you're playing that. So when you're using this pitch bender, that is bending notes, you have to be very careful using this feature. Because there are chances of it going completely to a wrong note, or there are chances of completely going to a semitone difference from this note, the desired note, where it might completely sound awkward. So I don't want you guys to face that situation. So it is better you land on the correct note, but keeping the pitch bender down a little bit and then release it. Like this. Okay? So then, see? It sounds funny. So it's better always pull the pitch bender down and then release it slowly. So once you are an expert, you can either pull it down or push it upwards. It's your choice. So that is one thing. Another thing, if you're using it for swing or something like that, what you need to do is, see. So this is a very common lick. Now for this, from the note what you're pressing, always keep 6 semitones difference. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And land on that. So that is. You will get a perfect note for that. So So when you're bending some other note, take for example, now I need to bend from C and I need to land on some other note. Just take 6 semitones difference. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So F sharp. So you have your lick there. If you want to bend other note, take D and 6 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you will sound perfect. So whenever you're using this pitch bender, you have to keep a map in your mind. You have to calculate. You have to use a little bit of maths there. Either 6 semitones or 7 semitones, so on. So you need to always practice that and then perform. Don't try to do all these when you're performing live on stage. There are chances of this note going completely in a wrong direction. So this applies for when you're pulling down the pitch as well as pushing up, as well as selecting the notes where you want to land and where you want to continue. If you like this topic, make sure you hit that like button, press that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on important topics like these. And also remember, if you like these techniques and these topics, make sure you subscribe to my course on Music Pandit. This course is not only about lessons, you have practice routines, you have feedback, you have quizzes as well as certification. So make sure you subscribe to my course on musicpandit.com. So this is Chris, your piano and keyboard teacher, signing off. See you.